What's good, everyone? Accent Boy here, back with another video reaction. And if you're new to the channel, do me a quick favor, just like, comment, and subscribe. But however, man, I'm tired of it. I'm leaving New York this ASAP. You know what I mean? No cap. You know what I mean? I wish I could show you guys what I'm talking about, but right now I'm just going to use photos. And if any of you guys are from New York, you guys could feel free to chime in. You know what I mean? But I'm driving right now. I'm leaving the city. I'm moving down south. You know what I mean? But I need my GPS. But I wish I could show you guys what I'm talking about. So right now, I'm just going to use pictures. But however, for the past couple of years, New York haven't been the same. You know what I mean? And New York is just a shit show. And when I say a shit show, shit show, shit show, it gotten so horrible. And I'm just gonna list few things that made me decided that I wanna leave New York. And one of the first thing that made me wanna leave New York is the high cost of living. If you're from New York, you know what you're getting paid can't even help you pay your freaking rent or even mortgage. And to be honest, you have people in New York paying like 2,200 or even 2,500 just for a one bedroom or even two bedroom apartment. And you have to really look and think about it. I'm like, damn, that's a mortgage right there. And the money that you're getting pay wise, you can't even save anything due to the high cost of living these days. You know what I mean? And as I said, one of the first reason is because the rent is skyrocketing, and with these landlords, they getting so greedy. You can't even miss a month payment without them being on you. You know what I mean? And you look at New York over the past couple of years with the living situation, and it's just mind blowing because you're paying so much for like a small space, and you could barely move around in that small space. And this is supposed to be the best city in the world, and yet people are struggling just to pay their rent. And even if you have a good job, you can't survive that much. Another reason is, man, the traffic. The traffic is so horrible in New York, where you could be leaving your house, try to leave. You try to leave your house early just to get somewhere, and you still won't make it on time. Every single day, no matter the time, is always traffic bumper to bumper. The traffic got so worse where most of the time I'm in traffic where I just want to sleep. And I really can't understand like why people would buy some of these luxurious fast cars like these Hellcats, Chargers, and you're not even getting the full potential of that car. You have to be in traffic 24/7, bumper to bumper. There's speed cameras everywhere, and the roads are so small. You can't even find parking. That's another thing too. If you're trying to park, you have to worry about people scratching up your car. Even if you're trying to find parking, you have to drive blocks, miles away just to try to find parking. If so, the city, the city stinks. All the barriers stink. And not only that, there's so much garbage, man. You go out, it's like garbage everywhere. The city is just so, oh, it's so nasty. And they're not doing anything to clean up New York. They're not. And you have these dumbass politicians who want you to come out and vote for them, and they're not doing anything. All they do is care about their pockets, just like that dumbass mayor. He haven't done anything positive since he took over from Balaz or whatever his name is, and it's sad people. rely on these individuals for a better living, and yet they aren't doing anything to help poor people. And another reason why I'm leaving is because the subways, man, I can't deal with it no more. The subways overcrowded. It's like every single year they raise the prices on these transportation service, and we poor people, yes, we might have a job, yes, we might getting paid the bare minimum or whatsoever, but what we getting paid can't even make ends meet most of the time. And all these time they're raising these transportation service, and yet these transportation service sucks. The subway is overcrowded. The subway is stink. There's a lot of homeless people on these subways, and these some of these homeless people, they're very mentally ill, as you could see. I don't know if any of you guys been to New York on those trains. There's a lot of people who mentally ill. They smell, and a lot of everyday New Yorkers are evil, fearful for their life because a lot of these people on the subway, they tend to attack a lot of these individuals. And you look at it in New York in the past couple of years, you have people at the subway getting slashed in their face, pushing on tracks, push on trains. It's just a shit show in New York now, man. And I just can't take it no more. And then another reason why I'm moving is like, it's a city where you can't even raise your kids. You can't. You look at New York, everything is just so clustered. There's no space. There's no space for your kids to go outside and try to play. And it's sad because kids need to be outside just to be active. You can't keep kids in the house 24/7. And another thing, I'm just running through these fast, people. And another thing is the crime. Crime rate is spiking like crazy. And I know that's anywhere, everywhere, but I just can't deal with it no more. And I'm fearful. Like one day I might go out, I might not come back home to my family due to these people slashing people in the face, robbing, killing, a lot of stuff. And for me, I just want to make sure I could make it back home. And New York over the past couple of years is been out of control. There's a lot of gangs that's been taking over. Yes, the police been doing their job where they've been eliminating a lot of these gang members off the street. But at the end of the day, the justice system in New York suck. These same individuals will be out in 5 years or 2 years, serve a couple of years, and they out on the street doing the same thing over and over. The justice system in New York suck. You can't even, as a everyday regular citizen, if you want to have a licensed firearm, it's impossible to get a licensed firearm in New York. And if they catch you with one, oh my God, just know you'll be going to jail for a long time. And what else? Um, oh my God, the rats. If anybody know anything about rats, rats are very dangerous. Yes, they're small, but they're very dangerous. They have a disease that called leptospirosis, and that is very dangerous. And I don't know if any of you guys been to New York. The rats in New York look like Master Splinter from Ninja Turtle, and it's so crazy. You have all these people saying that they're trying to control the rat infestation in New York. And every single day you get up, you're seeing rats. Some of these rats, as I said, are so big, you make you wouldn't want to jump off your bed. You know what I mean? You have people who are coming on the news just for some of these people to come out and try to get rid of these rats. New York City is so filthy, as I said, man. Rats everywhere, roaches, and it seems like nothing that they do can control these rats. The city is just filthy, and no matter how they try to clean it up, it won't stop these rats. The subway is dirty, as I said to the bus. Everything in New York is dirty. I don't see how people is continue living in New York when it's so filthy and dirty. And what else? What else I want to talk about? As I said, people, I'm just running through these. Whatever come to my mind, I'm just speaking. And what else? The housing crisis. And it's sad how a lot of these individuals who are in these apartment buildings, like, I don't know if you guys watch the news, but I'm very big on the news just to see what's going on in the world. Like, yeah, I watch the news, and a lot of these individuals have to be calling the news team just so they could get stuff done in their house because their landlord or the city won't do shit. You have people who have been paying their rent, can don't even have water, don't even have light, don't even have eat for months, and yet they're still living in those horrible conditions. And let those people miss 1 month of rent, and you see how fast they will send an eviction notice saying this and that. And how you expect people to live in those horrible conditions if you ain't doing your part? Huh? How how could you expect people to feel safe in these environment? And not only that, like, there's always something in New York, man, always something going on. And to me, I feel like you can't even have fun in New York. There's nothing in fun in New York to do. Yes, there might be the basketball team and the football team, but otherwise there's not much to do. It's just overrated. And also the females ain't shit. They're the worst. They're loud. They just ghetto. You know what I mean? And all they do is sleep around with one another, dudes, and it's just out of hand. Not saying that don't happen anywhere, but man, if you guys from New York know, man, New York girls, stay far away from them. Stay far away from them because they ain't shit. They're loud, and if so, they always want to fight. And it's just best to move away, and that's what I'm doing. I'm going down south. I know down south ain't so pretty or whatsoever, but at least I will be able to see my money when I get my paycheck. I could save something. I could put something towards my 401k because living in New York, I can't even do that. It's very hard. And worse if you have kids. Worse if you have kids trying to make ends meet on a paycheck that can barely cover anything. You know what I mean? And what else am I missing? Um, I think there's more people, but there's oh, man, oh, can I forgot the construction, the construction. Oh my God, it's like every single day there's a construction in New York, and they've been doing these construction for years, years. I'm telling you, people, and none of these construction can finish, none. And also the roads are horrible. There's a lot of potholes, and if they decide to fix it, they just patch it up. So they're still not fixing the road the way it's supposed to be. They just cut in corners, and those stuff mess up your cars, and it's just a shit show, man, in New York. As I said, the construction is horrible. It causes a lot of traffic, a lot of detours, every single stuff. And look at it. The other day, they just come up with the congestion pricing for going in the city, and I think that's a ripoff for poor people. That's just the city just trying to get more money out of the people. You know what I mean? And it's just crazy. As I said, New York is just getting out of hand, and this is why I decided to do this video, because there's nothing positive about New York. Once back in the days, it was good, but now it is just not for the everyday citizen who want more out of life. I would suggest people just move, take a chance and move somewhere else because New York ain't it. So people just let me know what you think, like, comment, and subscribe.